Imagine for a moment that the key to unlocking your happiness and success isn't something external. It's not a new job, a relationship, or even a financial windfall. Instead, it's something that already exists within you, waiting to be discovered and harnessed. This powerful tool is your sense of self-worth. Far too often, we go through life without fully realizing our own value, which can hold us back in countless ways. Today, we're going to explore 13 signs that you might be undervaluing yourself without realizing it. By understanding these signs, you can begin the journey to unlocking your true value and living a more fulfilled life. Have you ever felt like you're not good enough, or that you don't deserve happiness or success? These feelings are more common than you might think, and they can subtly influence your daily life and decisions. Whether it's constantly comparing yourself to others, struggling to accept compliments, or neglecting self-care, these behaviors can all point to an underlying issue of undervaluing yourself. In this video, we will delve into each of these signs, providing insights and practical tips to help you recognize and overcome them. We'll share personal stories, historical anecdotes, and thought-provoking questions to keep you engaged and make the content relatable. By the end of this journey, you'll have a better understanding of your own worth and how to cultivate a stronger sense of self-value. So, if you're ready to embark on this transformative journey, let's dive in and explore the 13 signs that you might be undervaluing yourself without realizing it. Sign 1. Constant comparison to others. Imagine a scenario where you're scrolling through social media and you come across a friend's post showcasing their latest vacation, a colleague's promotion announcement, or a family member's perfect family photo. Instantly, a flood of comparisons rushes in. You start thinking, why isn't my life as exciting? Why am I not achieving these milestones? This thought process is more common than you might think and can significantly impact your self-esteem. Did you know that the average person spends about 2 hours a day on social media? This constant exposure to others' highlight reels can lead to feelings of inadequacy and undervaluation. According to psychologists, comparison is a natural human tendency, but it becomes harmful when it negatively affects your perception of your own worth. You might start believing that others are more successful, happier, or more deserving than you are, which can erode your self-confidence over time. To combat this, it's essential to recognize that everyone is on their unique journey. Your worth is not determined by how you stack up against others. Instead, focus on your own achievements and growth. Remember, social media often presents a curated version of reality, not the whole picture. By redirecting your attention to your own goals and progress, you can begin to appreciate your value without the need for external validation. Now, you might be wondering, how do I break free from this cycle of comparison? In the next section, we'll explore the struggles of accepting compliments and how this seemingly small act can significantly impact your self-worth. Stay tuned to learn more about embracing positive feedback and recognizing your inherent value. Sign 2. Struggling to accept compliments. Think back to a moment when someone complimented you. Maybe they praised your work on a project, admired your outfit, or appreciated your kindness. What was your immediate reaction? For many, the instinct is to downplay the compliment or deflect it entirely. "Oh, it was nothing," or "I just got lucky," we might say. This habit of dismissing praise is a clear sign that we might be undervaluing ourselves. Imagine a scenario where you receive a compliment at work for completing a challenging project successfully. Instead of accepting it with a simple thank you, you brush it off. attributing your success to luck or external factors. This behavior not only undermines your accomplishments, but also prevents you from internalizing positive feedback that can boost your self-esteem. According to psychologists, accepting compliments is crucial for building self-worth because it reinforces our positive qualities and achievements. Why do we struggle to accept compliments? Often, it's because we're conditioned to believe that acknowledging our strengths might come off as arrogant or self-centered. However, there's a significant difference between arrogance and healthy self-recognition. Accepting compliments graciously can actually foster a more balanced and realistic self-view. Think of a compliment as a gift. When someone gives you a present, you wouldn't push it away or belittle it. Similarly, when someone offers you kind words, accept them with gratitude. As we delve deeper into understanding our self-worth, it's essential to recognize the power of positive reinforcement. Embracing compliments allows us to see ourselves through the eyes of others, helping to correct any distorted self-perceptions we might hold. Next, we will explore the concept of self-care and why neglecting it can be a sign that you're undervaluing yourself. Stay with us as we uncover more about nurturing your well-being and recognizing your inherent worth. Sign 3. Neglecting self-care. Picture this. You've been working tirelessly for weeks, juggling deadlines at work, family commitments and social obligations. One morning, you wake up feeling completely drained, both physically and mentally. You realize you haven't had a moment to yourself in ages. Does this sound familiar? This scenario is all too common and highlights a critical issue: neglecting self-care. Self-care is often misunderstood as indulgent spa days or luxurious vacations. While those can be components of self-care, it's much more about consistently attending to your basic needs and well-being. It's about making time to rest, eat healthily, exercise, and engage in activities that rejuvenate you. Neglecting self-care is a significant sign that you might be undervaluing yourself. When you consistently put others' needs before your own, it sends a message that your health and happiness are less important. According to psychologists, self-care is a fundamental aspect of maintaining physical and mental health. Ignoring it can lead to burnout, anxiety, and even depression. Consider this. If you don't take care of yourself, how can you effectively care for others or perform well in your responsibilities? It's like trying to pour from an empty cup. Let's delve into the practical side of self-care. Start by identifying small, manageable ways to incorporate self-care into your daily routine. It could be as simple as taking a few minutes each day for deep breathing exercises, setting aside time for a hobby you love, or ensuring you get enough sleep. Visuals of relaxation techniques or short clips of engaging in hobbies can be very effective in illustrating these points. At this point, you might be thinking, how can I prioritize self-care without feeling guilty? In the next section, we'll explore the fear of failure and how it can hold you back from taking care of yourself and pursuing your dreams. Stay tuned as we uncover strategies to overcome this fear and start valuing your needs and aspirations. Sign 4. Fear of failure. Imagine standing at the edge of a diving board, staring down into the water below. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and your mind is filled with a barrage of what-ifs. What if I belly flop? What if everyone laughs at me? This paralyzing fear of failure is something many of us experience, and it often prevents us from taking that leap into new opportunities. Fear of failure is deeply ingrained in our psyche. It stems from a desire to avoid pain, embarrassment, and the unknown. However, it's important to understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth. Rather, it is an inevitable part of the journey towards success. Thomas Edison, for instance, failed thousands of times before finally inventing the electric light bulb. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This perspective shift is crucial in overcoming the fear of failure. When you let fear of failure dictate your actions, you miss out on potential growth and opportunities. It's like standing at the edge of the diving board indefinitely, never experiencing the exhilaration of the dive. To overcome this fear, start by reframing your mindset. View failures as learning experiences rather than setbacks. Every failure carries a lesson that brings you one step closer to your goals. Engage with this concept by asking yourself, "What would I do if I knew I could not fail?" This question can help you identify the dreams and aspirations you've been holding back due to fear. Visuals of famous figures who overcame failures or charts showing the non-linear path to success can be very effective in illustrating this point. As we continue this journey of self-discovery, our next topic will delve into how downplaying your achievements can undermine your self-worth. Stay with us to learn why acknowledging your accomplishments is vital and how it can transform your self-perception. Sign 5. Downplaying achievements. Think back to a time when you accomplished something significant. Maybe you landed a big project at work, completed a challenging task, or received praise for your efforts. How did you respond? If you're like many people, you might have brushed it off with a humble remark like, "Oh, it was nothing," or "I just got lucky." This habit of downplaying achievements is a telltale sign that you might be undervaluing yourself. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Imagine if she had dismissed her manuscript as unworthy after each rejection. Her story reminds us that acknowledging our achievements is crucial, not just for personal validation, but for the potential impact we can make. When you downplay your successes, you undermine your hard work and the virtues that got you there, such as perseverance, creativity, and dedication. Why do we often diminish our accomplishments? Sometimes it's due to societal norms that equate humility with modesty, leading us to fear being perceived as arrogant. Other times it stems from internal doubts about our capabilities. However, acknowledging your achievements is not about boasting. It's about recognizing and valuing your efforts and growth. This recognition reinforces your self-worth and motivates you to strive for further success. Visual aids can be particularly impactful here. Imagine a chart showing the steps and effort behind a significant achievement, highlighting the dedication involved. This visual representation can help you and others appreciate the journey and hard work that culminates in success. As you reflect on this, think about a recent achievement. How did you respond to it? What virtues did you exercise to reach that milestone? In our next section, we'll explore the importance of healthy relationships and how settling for less can be a sign of undervaluing yourself. Stay tuned as we discuss how to foster relationships that uplift and value you. Sign 6. Settling in relationships. Picture this. You're in a relationship where you constantly feel undervalued. Maybe your efforts go unnoticed, or your partner rarely acknowledges your contributions. You stay because it's familiar, and change seems daunting. This scenario isn't just limited to romantic relationships. It can extend to friendships and family dynamics as well. Settling in relationships where you're not valued is a significant sign that you might be undervaluing yourself. Consider the life of Eleanor Roosevelt, Before she became a renowned advocate for human rights, she struggled with feelings of inadequacy in her personal relationships. Despite these challenges, she eventually recognized her worth and refused to settle for less. Her transformation is a powerful reminder that you deserve to be surrounded by people who respect and appreciate you. Why do we settle in relationships? Often it's due to fear of the unknown, low self-esteem, or a belief that we don't deserve better. Staying in such relationships can lead to emotional burnout and a diminished sense of self-worth. Healthy relationships should be mutually supportive, uplifting, and respectful. When you're consistently undervalued, it's essential to reassess and possibly re-evaluate these connections. Engage with this concept by asking yourself, are my relationships nurturing my growth and well-being? Reflect on your interactions with those around you. Visual aids, like diagrams showing the traits of healthy versus toxic relationships, can be very effective in illustrating these points. This can help you identify patterns and make informed decisions about your social circles. As you ponder this, think about a relationship in your life. Does it bring you joy and support, or does it drain your energy? In the next section, we'll delve into the dangers of people-pleasing and how it can undermine your sense of self-worth. Stay tuned as we explore strategies to balance kindness with self-respect and assertiveness. Sign 7. People-pleasing. Imagine this. You're at work and a colleague asks for your help on a project. You already have a full plate, but you agree to help because you don't want to let them down. Later, you find yourself working late into the night, stressed and overwhelmed. Does this sound familiar? This scenario exemplifies the classic behavior of a people-pleaser, someone who prioritizes others' needs over their own to gain approval and avoid conflict. People-pleasing often stems from a desire to be liked and accepted. It can lead to a cycle of saying yes to everyone and everything, ultimately causing burnout and resentment. Historical figures like Florence Nightingale initially struggled with balancing her own needs with her desire to help others. She eventually learned that to be effective in her work, she needed to set boundaries and take care of herself first. Her story illustrates the importance of balancing kindness with self-respect. Why is people-pleasing so detrimental? When you constantly seek to please others, you can lose sight of your own needs and values. This behavior can erode your self-esteem and lead to feelings of inadequacy. It's essential to recognize that setting boundaries and saying no when necessary is not selfish. It's a crucial part of maintaining your mental and emotional health. Consider asking yourself, do I often agree to things I don't want to do just to avoid disappointing others? Reflect on how this behavior affects your well-being and relationships. Visual aids, such as charts depicting the consequences of chronic people-pleasing versus setting healthy boundaries, can effectively illustrate this concept. As we continue exploring how to value ourselves, the next section will discuss the impact of second-guessing yourself and how it can undermine your confidence. Stay with us to learn practical strategies to build self-trust and make decisions with confidence. Sign 8. Second-guessing yourself. Think about the last time you made a significant decision. Did you find yourself questioning your choice repeatedly, wondering if you made the right call? Perhaps you even hesitated to share your opinion in a meeting, fearing it wasn't valuable enough. This constant second-guessing can be a clear indication that you might be undervaluing yourself. Consider the story of renowned author Agatha Christie, who faced numerous rejections before her first book was published. Despite her doubts and the constant second-guessing of her own abilities, she persevered and became one of the best-selling novelists of all time. Her journey underscores an essential truth. Doubting your decisions doesn't mean they're wrong. It simply means you're human. Why is second-guessing so detrimental? When you continually doubt your choices, it erodes your confidence and prevents you from fully committing to your actions. This indecision can lead to missed opportunities and a perpetual state of uncertainty. It's crucial to build self-trust and learn to make decisions with confidence. Start by reminding yourself of past successes and the positive outcomes of your decisions. Reflecting on these moments can help reinforce your ability to make good choices. Engage with this concept by asking yourself, how often do I second-guess my decisions, and how does it affect my life? Visual aids, such as a decision-making flowchart or success stories of individuals who overcame self-doubt, can be particularly effective in illustrating these points. Additionally, consider incorporating exercises like journaling about your decision-making process to gain clarity and confidence. As you ponder this, think about a recent decision you made. How did you arrive at it, and what were the outcomes? In the next section, we'll explore the impact of tolerating poor treatment from others and how setting boundaries is a crucial step in valuing yourself. Stay tuned as we discuss strategies to demand the respect you deserve and create healthier relationships. Sign 9. Tolerating poor treatment. Imagine this scenario. You're in a meeting at work, and a colleague repeatedly interrupts and dismisses your ideas. Instead of addressing the disrespect, you remain silent, convincing yourself that it's not worth the confrontation. Over time, this behavior erodes your self-respect and reinforces a dangerous narrative that you deserve poor treatment. Consider the story of Malala Yousafzai, who faced extreme adversity when she stood up for her right to education in Pakistan. Despite the immense personal risk, she did not tolerate the poor treatment she received for seeking equality. Her resilience and insistence on being treated with respect have made her a global symbol of courage and dignity. While most of us may not face such extreme circumstances, Malala's story highlights the importance of standing up for oneself. Why is it harmful to tolerate poor treatment? Accepting disrespectful behavior sends a message to others and to yourself that you don't value your own worth. This can lead to a cycle of diminished self-esteem and further mistreatment. Setting boundaries and demanding respect are crucial steps in valuing yourself and maintaining healthy relationships. Ask yourself, do I often let others treat me in ways that make me feel small or insignificant? Reflecting on these experiences can help you identify patterns and take action to change them. Visual aids, such as diagrams showing the impact of poor treatment on self-esteem and relationships, can be effective in illustrating these points. Additionally, consider practical strategies like assertiveness training or role-playing scenarios to practice setting boundaries. As you contemplate this, think about a recent interaction where you felt disrespected. How did you respond, and how did it make you feel? In the next section, we'll discuss the feeling of being undeserving of happiness and success, and how this mindset can undermine your potential. Stay tuned as we explore ways to embrace your right to joy and achievement. Sign 10. Feeling undeserving of happiness. Think about the last time something great happened to you. Did you fully embrace the joy, or did you find yourself feeling guilty or unworthy of the success? Many of us struggle with the notion that we don't deserve happiness or success, even when we've worked hard to achieve it. This mindset can be deeply ingrained and profoundly limiting. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey. Despite her challenging upbringing and numerous obstacles, she rose to become one of the most influential figures in media. Oprah has openly discussed her struggles with feeling undeserving of her success at times. Her journey illustrates a vital lesson. Recognizing and embracing your worth is crucial for personal growth and fulfillment. Why do we feel undeserving of happiness? Often it's due to past experiences, societal conditioning, or a deep-seated belief that we aren't good enough. This mindset can prevent us from fully enjoying our achievements and can even sabotage future opportunities. It's essential to challenge these beliefs and recognize that happiness and success are not limited resources. They are available to everyone, including you. Engage with this idea by asking yourself, when good things happen, do I feel joy or guilt? Reflect on the sources of these feelings and consider how they impact your life. Visual aids, such as charts depicting the cycle of self-sabotage, or short clips of individuals sharing their journeys of overcoming feelings of unworthiness, can be particularly effective. As you reflect on this, think about a recent success or happy moment. Did you allow yourself to fully experience it? In the next section, we'll explore how avoiding personal growth can signal undervaluing yourself, and what steps you can take to invest in your self-development. Stay with us as we discuss practical ways to nurture your potential and recognize your inherent worth. Sign 11. Avoiding personal growth. Imagine a garden left unattended. Without regular care, the plants wither and weeds take over. Similarly, when we avoid investing in our personal growth, our potential remains unfulfilled and our self-worth diminishes. Personal growth isn't just about learning new skills or advancing in your career. It's about nurturing your entire being, mind, body, and spirit. Think of Eleanor Roosevelt, who once said, "You must do the things you think you cannot do." Despite her initial shyness and self-doubt, she pushed herself to grow, becoming a formidable advocate for human rights and a respected leader. Her story teaches us that embracing challenges and stepping out of our comfort zones are crucial for personal development and self-fulfillment. Why do we often avoid personal growth? It could be due to fear of failure, a lack of confidence, or simply being overwhelmed by the demands of daily life. However, neglecting personal development can lead to stagnation and a sense of unfulfilled potential. It's important to recognize that personal growth is a continuous journey, not a destination. Small, consistent efforts can lead to significant progress over time. Engage with this idea by asking yourself, when was the last time I did something to intentionally grow or learn? Reflect on areas where you feel stagnant and consider steps you can take to reignite your passion for growth. Visual aids, such as a personal growth plan template or videos showcasing stories of personal transformation, can be highly effective in illustrating these concepts. As you ponder this, think about a goal or passion you have put on hold. What small step can you take today to move toward it? In the next section, we'll explore how over-explaining can be a sign of undervaluing yourself and strategies to communicate more confidently. Stay with us as we delve into the importance of self-assured communication and its impact on self-worth. Sign 12. Over-explaining. Think about a time when you felt compelled to explain your actions or decisions in great detail. Perhaps you sent a lengthy email justifying a simple choice, or you found yourself over-explaining something trivial in a conversation. This tendency to over-explain can be a subtle yet clear sign that you might be undervaluing yourself. Consider the case of Maya Angelou, who, despite her immense talent and numerous accolades, often felt like an imposter. She once said, "I have written 11 books, but each time I think, oh, they're going to find out now. I've run a game on everybody, and they're going to find me out." This feeling of inadequacy, often referred to as imposter syndrome, can lead to behaviors like over-explaining, as we feel the need to justify our worth and decisions constantly. Why is over-explaining harmful? It can undermine your authority and convey a lack of confidence. When you feel the need to provide excessive details to justify yourself, it suggests that you don't trust your own decisions or believe in your own competence. This behavior can also be exhausting and counterproductive, both for you and your audience. To break the habit of over-explaining, start by recognizing that your decisions and actions are valid without the need for elaborate justification. Practice stating your choices confidently and succinctly. Visual aids like diagrams showing the difference between concise communication and over-explaining can be helpful. You can also use short video clips of effective communicators to illustrate the power of clear, confident messaging. Engage with this idea by asking yourself, do I often feel the need to justify my decisions in great detail? Why? Reflect on how this habit affects your interactions and consider practicing more straightforward communication. As you think about this, we'll transition to our final sign, feeling unworthy of opportunities. We'll discuss how this mindset can limit your potential and what you can do to embrace the opportunities you deserve. Stay tuned for strategies to seize opportunities with confidence and recognize your true worth. Sign 13. Feeling unworthy of opportunities. Think back to a time when you were presented with an incredible opportunity. Maybe it was a job offer, a chance to speak at a conference, or an invitation to participate in an exciting project. Did you embrace it with confidence, or did you hesitate, questioning whether you truly deserved it? Many people struggle with feeling unworthy of opportunities, which can severely limit their potential. Consider the story of Vincent van Gogh, an artist who produced over 2,000 works of art in his lifetime, but sold only a few while he was alive. Despite his immense talent, Van Gogh often felt unworthy and doubted his abilities. It wasn't until after his death that the world recognized his genius, highlighting the tragedy of not fully embracing one's opportunities and potential while alive. Why do we feel unworthy of opportunities? This feeling often stems from deep-seated insecurities, past failures, or a persistent internal critic. When we don't believe in our worth, we may pass up chances that could lead to significant personal and professional growth. It's crucial to challenge this mindset and recognize that opportunities are given to us because we are capable and deserving. Engage with this concept by asking yourself, how often do I turn down opportunities because I feel unworthy? Reflect on the potential experiences and growth you may have missed out on due to this mindset. Visual aids, such as success stories of individuals who overcame self-doubt and seized their opportunities, or graphs showing the correlation between self-belief and success, can be powerful. As you reflect on this, think about a recent opportunity you declined. What would have happened if you had embraced it instead? In our next section, we'll wrap up our discussion with strategies to recognize and cultivate your inherent worth, ensuring you never undervalue yourself again. Stay tuned for actionable tips and empowering insights to help you fully embrace your potential and seize every opportunity with confidence. As we come to the end of this journey, it's essential to reflect on the signs we've explored and how they impact our sense of self-worth. From constantly comparing ourselves to others, struggling to accept compliments, neglecting self-care and fearing failure, to downplaying achievements, settling in relationships, people-pleasing, second-guessing ourselves, tolerating poor treatment, feeling undeserving of happiness, avoiding personal growth, over-explaining and feeling unworthy of opportunities. Each of these behaviors chips away at our self-esteem and prevents us from recognizing our true value. Think about the story of Thomas Edison, who famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Imagine if he had given up after his first failure, believing he wasn't worthy of success. Edison's perseverance and belief in his potential are powerful reminders that our worth is not defined by our failures, but by our resilience and determination. As we wrap up, let's consider how we can apply these lessons to our own lives. Ask yourself, which of these signs do I see in myself, and how can I start changing my mindset today? Reflecting on these questions can help you identify areas for growth and take actionable steps toward valuing yourself more. Remember, valuing yourself is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. Embrace the small victories, celebrate your progress, and always remind yourself of your inherent worth. By doing so, you'll not only transform your life, but also inspire others to recognize their value. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content on personal growth and self-improvement. Let's continue to support each other in unlocking our true potential and living fulfilling lives. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll dive deeper into strategies for building lasting self-confidence and achieving your dreams. Until next time, remember, you are worthy, you are capable, and you deserve happiness and success.